Hi there, this is Dennis with the Sound Advisor. I'm going to walk you guys through starting a basic Pro Tools session, saving it, then creating a template from it, and then opening that template back up and using it for something else. And I'll show you where the files are stored and stuff. Okay, here we go. So first off, actually we'll start back a little bit. We'll go to File, we'll go to New Session. And I want to create a blank session. I'm going to do 24-bit 44.1. I'm doing music, and that's a great way to go. Most things are done like that. I'll just click OK. Now it's going to say, where do you want to store that? And I'll go to my main drive, and I'm going to start a new folder. And normally what I do is if I have a project coming up, I knew I'm going to be doing a bunch of songs with them, I'll start a folder, and then each song will be within that folder. So this one, we'll call it Dan's Project, because I don't know the name of this one yet. And I'll go into Dan's Project, and then I'm going to call the first one song number 1. And I'll hit save. So right now I'm looking at the mixer window. Now I'm on the edit window. So I'm going to start by adding a few tracks. And right up here, if I go to new, we'll say audio tracks. We'll just start with 2. He's a singer-songwriter. He only usually guitar and vocal to start, so I'll just start there. And I'm going to put 1 stereo master fader, because it's always good to have a master fader. I'm going to put 1 stereo aux track, also aux input track, for a reverb return. I'm going to hit create, and there they are. Now I'm going to click on this just to name this track. I'm going to call that a vocal and a guitar, and then I'm going to go over to the aux, and I'm going to call that a reverb return, or reverb. Okay, so right here is where you set the input for those 2 audio channels. So right now I have a universal audio input, and that's where I'm going to probably record that vocal with, and then with the guitar, I'm going to put it on a different channel, a different input, my universal audio number 2. That way I can arm both channels at once and record a guitar and vocal live together. So I'll go to the mixer window, so you can see here. I'm going to start it on the insert. I'm going to put a reverb, and I'll just put a deverb. It's really simple and basic and whatever. I'll just put it on a medium hall, and so I put that on the reverb channel, the aux input channel. Now I'm going to set the input to that from a bus. And I'm going to put bus 1 and 2. And then over here on the vocal, I'm going to want the option of sending some of that vocal out to that reverb. So if I go to the send, it's going to send a little bit through the bus out to 1 and 2, which is going to come right over to here. So I'm going to up that a little bit, because every time we do a song, he's going to want a little reverb on his vocal, so I'll bring that fader up a little bit. Now on the guitar channel over here, I'm just going to put the bus to 1 and 2, and I'm going to leave the fader down. I want the option for some reverb, but I'm not going to put it up, I don't think. But it's nice to have it there. Okay, great. So let's go back to the edit window. I'm going to hit save, so my song 1 is ready to go. Okay. Now this is going to be my basic template for all songs we do with Dan. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to say save as template. Okay. Now here you can create your own category. And normally I would probably call it Dan, because he might do some different things. I might need some different templates. But I'm just going to leave it under Dennis, my name. And then the template name, I'm going to call it Dan's CD. Now down here, included media. So if you had a sound effect or a click track that was printed or something you're going to want to include on every single song, bring it to every new song, then you want to click that. In this case, we don't have anything, so I'm going to leave it off and just click OK. Now I will just click on the vocal. I'm just going to arm the vocal track, and nothing's going to be recorded except for it's just going to be a blank audio file here. But I just want to have something in this to show you later. So I'll just record a few seconds of that. I'm going to hit save again. Okay, so I'm going to close down this session, file close. Now, if Dan's ready to record song number 2, I'm going to say a new session from template, and we have Dan's CD right here, all ready to go. Now it's going to say, what do you want to call this session? I'll just call it song 2. Okay, so we have the same exact thing set up. We could then say, we can then add to this. I'll say, oh, he's bringing in a bass player. So I'm going to add a track, a new one. It's a mono audio track, create. And I'm going to double click here. I'm just going to type in bass. And actually I have a Vintech X73i, so that's got a nice direct for a bass, so we'll go through there and right to the main output. Bass doesn't need any reverb or anything, so we're all set. So I'm going to save that, and just for the heck of it, I'm going to put the guitar into record and just record a few seconds of nothing because nothing's being played. I'm going to hit stop and save. Now I'm going to go and close down this session, and I'm going to go back to my hard drive where I've stored this stuff, and it was Dan's project, and we can see song number 1, song number 2. Those are our 2 songs we've done work on so far. So if I click into song number 1, I can see the session file right here, which is the file that is kind of the controller of Pro Tools, tells where all these audio files are supposed to live within Pro Tools. And this is the one recording we did in there, which is a vocal track, just a second or two of nothing, but that's where it's stored. So if we go to song number 2, same thing, session file, and then audio files. And I recorded a little bit of guitar in that one, so there's the file of that. So that's pretty much how it works, and thanks for watching.